Hello there. Today episode last run. Today we are Peri, Max, and Matt. And I think this Aries. Aries I find is a very good ship to pair with Peri, and then Max can also help us potentially deal with the cards a turn Aries with Math.Max. I'm just going to get rid of the shield. Probably going to rely on Hull to take care of bad turns. Peri just being able to kill things quick. And yeah, I think removing 2 cards works wonderfully. We want to get multi-shot as often as possible. Multi-shot should just take care of most of our damage, if not all of it. Gain some shield. Buff for the armor. Isaac. I don't want to keep drawing parallel shifts, so I will take large boulders in case it becomes relevant later on. Let's see what Rings gives us. Bolt. Ain't too much evasion. Corrupted core, and then get rid of lunge. Armor should take care of the shield. From here, it's just off opponent as fast as possible. Here we can use large boulders to get rid of it. We're not going to need shield. We don't need to re-roll. From here, we have a 4-card deck. So we're guaranteed to do 3 damage each turn. We get an evade. With Aries in this fight, you only need to evade to get a perfect dodge, so you're fully sustainable. This is nice if we want to go for a Prism build, but I think Peri is going to be more consistent. So we'll try to go for a Peri carry. Also have the opportunity for 3 repair yards as well, so I think this is just going to be for Peri. Okay. Sure. Reroll to take care of the attack. Let's see what Isaac.exe gets us. I'm fine with Rock Factory. It might get a little annoying with the shield, or not shield, boulders getting in the way, but good to be able to survive. Here we don't need basic block. Should be able to dodge everything. Get rid of Toxic. Yeah, just focusing on damage. Here we can use 1 Miasma. And then I want to save my evade in case that becomes relevant later on. Damage to go. Almost be done with this. There is no multi-shot. Here we got exhausted. Okay. Basic. Oh, yeah, basic shot. Lunge, I suppose, was something else we could have drawn into. Again, we don't really need any of the. We already have Max. We already have a Rigs.exe, so we don't need these for like Prism builds at all. This is a little scary. Let's see what Rigs.exe. Panic is not going to do much. It does 0 damage. We don't have any attack buffs, and I don't think we need the dodge. Quick thinking might save us from an old trash hand at some point. And here we want to avoid using admin deploy because we want to keep cards that does something so we can space out drawing a hand that is just nothing but trash. I'm just going to save evade. Probably have 30 minutes to go. Attack runs are wonderfully. In through this turn or the next turn? Okay, there we go. Here's Math.Maxx. It just allows you to draw a full hand. I am going to pick up. Then so we have a repair yard, but we have an artifact node. So I am going to pick up Math.Maxx B in the event that we can safety lock them. If I didn't have this repair yard right away without a risk of a fight, I would have just done multi-shot A instead. Go. Looks like we have 2 chances for an artifact. Let's see what our EXE cards gives us. I think evasive shot is good, being able to move around. Then small boulder, because this is basically a launch 2. We have 5 more to go. Let's see. Raw. Multi-shot. Good. We have this next turn. Okay, we want artifacts. Sports Wall just clogs up our draw, and we don't need the defense. Fracture detection's pretty good. Just being able to hit for extra damage. Energy refund, a little sad as we don't have any 3-cost cards, or are we going to grab any? But here we can get multi-shot A. Briggs.exe gives us scramble. Wonderful. Basic shot just to make this ship go off to the side. Draw 8 cards, so we're guaranteed to get a shot. And multi-shot just win. There we go. Peri, this is a nice card, especially against the Shopkeeper fight. But I don't think we need it. I think the goal right now is to get Overdrive and just get a lot of damage with a shot. Although, one thing to consider with Peri is that we do have fraction detection. Once we find it, we can use Peri to deal a ton of damage. Given that we have energy refund, I am going to pick it up. It does exhaust in case we don't want it. I kind of want to keep the exhaust thing. I only want to use it once, and then the deck should eventually become small enough where retain won't matter to me. I'll just get rid of damage. Forward. Birdo is going to be on one of these columns, but not the left two, because this has armor. Now, I am just go to the right one, and armor cannon Attack. Not the left cannon. Wasn't this column? I'm gonna go Solar Breeze just for the cantrip. I don't care for anything that's happening right now, so I'll just use it. Okay, we found the brittle point part. Bolt, just to move off to the side. Then I'll use Math.Maxx. Matter too much of what we use. I'll use multi-shot. So we're taking 1, 4, 5. Brittle. If we swap, take 1 more damage at 6. If we sponge, we'll only take 4, enough to live. Admin deploy to block 1. Basic dodge. Then multi-shot. I'll kind of use recharge. I think the extra damage is Reeve gives in multi-shot and then lunge. Get out of the way. You're a good Peri. Just win us the game. We don't need 2 Peris. I think we have drifted too far for a shot build. Prism worth too much concern. Oh no, we have Math.Maxx B. Have 2 EXE cards. I think we can go for a Prism build and be fine. We also don't have any overdrive as well. I am going to go for Genesis just for the extra artifacts. Recalibre and multi-shot is good for drawing. I don't think we need the extra energy turn 1. We have no rare basic shots, so premeditation is the thing that makes sense here. And then might still be using a lot of Peri cards, so I think Daki Drum is still good. I don't think we need the extra energy turn. So one thing about Corrupted Core is it is considered its own color, so it does count for Prism. Let's do 5 damage. So the brick is not there. Cannon, see if it's at the cannon level. It's not. Is reroll. I'm going to purposely use Glissade so I can use admin deploy. Little sad. Thought that would have triggered energy refund. But no, reading the card does explain the card. Not spend 3 energy to play it. Rigs.exe. Raw shot looks good. Okay. So brittle part has to be on this rightmost wing. I'm going to use lunge just to get out of the way. Basic block in case it becomes important. Let's draw. Peri. Because dealing 10 damage wins us the fight. Oh, we don't have any overdrive right now. I think we're kind of going to have to rely on Prism for our damage output. Yep. Again, another 3 repair yards and 2 elites. That's pretty good. Get rid of Genesis Canister on her own. I think getting rid of basic block for now just deal high amounts of damage on our own. So we know Brittle is not on one of these two. Big skip. I'll put Scramble just so we have an orange card. Isaac. Don't need Repair Kit at all. I'll use Parallel Shift. Mines are present. Right? Considered. I'll use Parallel Shift just to get Drone Shift running. Okay, well, we found Brittle. And then I am going to keep Corrupted Core just for Prism. Oh, the other thing is Toggle Cannon also counts as its own separate color as well, compared to Prism. Really what's happening behind the code is there are different decks. So there's a Peri deck, there is a Trash deck, which is what Genesis, Canister, and Corrupted Core belongs to. And then there is a Ares deck, which is Toggle Cannon, on whatever the upgraded artifact gives us. Sure, I'm fine with using Peri for 8 damage. We'll take 1 damage here. Be fine. Math.Maxx. Eight. That means we have to do... Okay, I think I got it. So we Prism, heal 8. Are going this mine, heal 2. Pop cannons, 1. That's perfectly. Here, kind of just want to keep drawing Prism as much as we can. We are going to look out for other EXE cards in case they pop up to boost damage. Front-loaded blast, we already have Corrupted Core for our Trash card. Hello. Given cards. Basic dodge B just for some boost in damage or evasion. We don't want rare cards. Remove an additional card. I think that's going to be a roll. Armor Bay, that's nice. Helps with some defense. Peri, I'm going to try and save for when this has Brittle. Okay. And these other twos are also going to be... Not going to be this middle one because it has armor. Math.Maxx be here. Save it for our future. Another thing about Prism is Abyssal Visions, I believe, is also its own color. Let's upgrade Prism for right now. Echo. Yeah, let's use Prism for next turn. Genesis Canister. Prism. Put it off to the side. Shoot drone because we're not winning. Right? Fun. Let's say it gets us out. There we go. Deal 20. Nice. We aren't really using temporary cards that much. Don't need quick fix. Worm is tempting just to always have a max card. But I don't think we need it. We can just use Math.Maxxing and try to win that way. Jet thrusters don't have a lot of evasion, so we're not using missile. Not dodging seeker missiles too much. Just killing the enemy before they become a problem. Jet thrusters just for the early evade, so we can have something to kill the enemy fast. And just by 1 or 2 turns, evade can give us. The enemy that takes a. So we know where brittle spots is not. If we didn't see the symbols, we know where to look for brittle. Quick thinking, I think just draw more cards. And then small boulder, because it acts as 18. I'm going to swap cannons just for next turn. I guess I need to blow up this missile. It's not in the cockpit. This would deal 1 damage, but we have. I'm going to use multi-shot. And docking drum gives us a chip shot, plus we can go with that missile. I'll use small boulder in case it becomes irrelevant. Yeah, I'll use Prism and evade. We still have Glissade in case we need to move. Again, we still have the symbols. But that does mean we have a basically 1 in 3 chance of finding Brittle. We didn't get the 1 turn. However, if we can toggle cannon, I'll make it damage. Here I'll use Genesis canister because we have energy refund. Also, we'll play multi-shot, beat this phase. Then we can use armor to do the last hit. Guaranteed take 1. I'm going to use Brittle. Does half damage. I'll use Glissade. Shot does nothing. I am just going to use it. Get rid of it. Here I will just use Math.Maxxing, because that does win us the fight. Unless magazine is kind of tempting, just so we always have a Peri card, but I don't think we need it. It's good early on, but we're essentially at the end of Act 2. So I don't think it's too worth to pick up. And we don't need front-loaded blast. Standby mode. Sometimes we are just waiting a turn. So I think the extra energy might be worth it. We're not taking hull damage too often, so I don't think we need Revenge Drive. Right now with Prism, we have 1, 5, 6 possible colors, plus Aries for a 7th. I think upgrade. Going to be worth it. Yeah, we'll lose a card, but double everything else. It would be a net gain. We didn't get lucky. I'm going to save Peri in case we get the overheat. Electron is nice. I'll put it there, see if we get Brittle. Yeah, I'll save the energy just for a standby mode. No, Brittle's not at this cannon. What Brittle gives us. 1. Multi-shot. Fortunate. I'll use Glissade. Get off to the side. Sure not to get any damage. Great. Draw shot. Draw more cards. Then we'll use drone. See, get a brittle here. Not. Yeah, use Math.Maxxing here. Gives us every possible card. Want a Peri to get discarded. Fortunate. Attack drone to block for us. Nice shot. Okay, so I think the Brittle is probably on this left side. A draw shot. Attack drone. No, we needed the attack drone. But I should have used Prism afterward. We have to do 8 damage, and Peri will do 8 on a weak point. Okay, miscalculated. We still have lunge. And not really use multi-shot too often. Don't think we need weaken hull. We're not using temp statuses too often, so we don't need time stop. And we're not using basically any status, so we don't need over. Ares Cannon V2, I think is great, just because we could potentially use 2 prisms for the price of, well, I guess it's still for the price of 2 guys we have to pay for war mode, but it's still nice. We could do the same thing with Peri. We are going to need a 4 energy turn, however. Let's see what Riggs gives us. A Fleetfoot. War mode. And do 8 damage. Okay, so we know it's not those 2 have choices left. Okay, so we found where the brittle point is at. Here we can do Math.Max. Going to do 18 damage. 1 overboard. You also had Prism B afterwards. Here. Drake, I think that's good. It gives us an extra color. And I'm going to keep going. Let's see. So there is a world where we just take the 3 elite fights and try to get safety lock for Math.Maxxing. We do have the exhaust card, so we can keep drawing this, and we also still have admin to play. I don't think we need to upgrade anything, so yeah, I'm fine with going for this. Another thing we can do is Math.Maxxing. Duplicate this a bunch of times, and that way we can just keep drawing cards. If we get something like extra battery, that would be great. Okay, let's see what we draw. Mode. Nothing, that's unfortunate. Weeks. Options, great. Right one. But does Drake have anything? And Wonder. Okay, I'll see if we can't set this up, but I won't be too mad if we can't. I would use Alt Boulder for now. Option, draw everything. See if it's this rightmost cannon. It is not. We just need to find a way to deal 1 more damage. I don't want Corrupted Core anymore. I'm fine with the Math.Maxx. There we go. Oh, there was... I'll use Prism. Okay, let's see what we draw next turn. There we go, multi-shot. That's a good card. Oh, Prism discarded War Mode. AO fine with... I'm fine with War Mode. Didn't get it, and I'm not going to push for it. Have it next turn. Even with the Temp Shield, we are still fine. There we go, got the extra hull. Again, we don't need any of this. Rusted Colossus is going to be the hardest of the fights. I'm going to save Peri for a slightly later turn, see if we can't find the brittle point, and also allow this enemy to scale up a tiny bit it does. EMP Slug might be very useful, being able to stun something. Yeah, we can use one of our Math.Maxxes. So we know growth point's not here or here. That leaves the options left. Yeah, I'm going to use Isaac. And Swift Shot. Don't want to use it because I wanted to not take any damage. Math.Maxx. Oh, let's get the extra damage. Quick thinking. Okay, so it's on one of the outside ones. Thinking. Nice shot. Okay. So the good news is we know where the brittle point is. Bad news, it's on the complete other side. Energy though. This should be 33 damage. A second Peri B is tempting. But we should be able to draw into it with all of the cards we have. Luck generator. I think Land Converter here is just for the tiny extra defense we need sometimes, which combines nicely with standby mode. Okay, here we should be able to one-shot with Prism. Okay, so we just need... Actually, we don't need anything. Because even if... Go discard 1, so this would deal 6, but we double up, so this would deal 12. We fight. We already have a Drake card. Enrage. I'm kind of tempted to do this and try and fight Shopkeeper. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Shield Memory. I'll go Shield Memory. Right click, it's okay. But we do have a lot of things on the left side, so a lot of retained cards, so that should at least take care of the side. Heat Wave. I'll have 3 energy left. Thing is for middle. No. left side. Yes. Books. We do not have a books card yet. Dylan. I think we just need to scoot off to the side. And then swap. Armor here is going to be very nice. What do we get for books? Crystal Shard. Great, just being able to keep drawing cards. Isaac. Use Parallel Shift. Biggs. Bramble. Just waiting another turn. Break any good? We'll go again for the thing that doesn't exhaust. Okay, so it's not the right drill. Here, I'm just going to go for it, see if we get it. There we go. Okay, we don't really need any of this. Rev the engine's a little tempting, though. Overclock generator. I think will be useful. Hello, I need to kill him very quickly. But I don't think we're going to be shuffling much. But yeah, I'm going to go for it. If I lose, I lose. Okay. Let's see what books gives us. And I think kind of what we need. Okay, not there. Okay, here we are going to take one. Okay, and here we do 42 plus 42. I think we have it. Oh, the middle cockpit was the middle point. Nice. So, get some extra energy. Again, like, don't have a brittle middle. Not there. Let's draw. Give us. I think the early movement is nice. Break. Plug. Okay, so it's not the leftmost two. I am just going to go to the left one. Hope we draw something you get when we get 2 cards. Isaac. And Missile Shot isn't bad. Your Missile Shot should trigger concussion. Take 0. I suppose I could have gotten Corrupted Core. We're getting trash anyways. So Brittle has to be on the right side. Like now, ever in case we need it. Bolt is just 1. I want to keep the red card. So. Let's get rid of the trash card. We have 2 other ones. Okay, we found where the brittle is. That is. Sadly, cannot warp mode and brittle point at the same time. A little sad. On the right missile. Convenient. Math.Maxx. And going to do 26. this wins us the fight. Pretty exciting run. Being able to beat the shopkeeper, a rare treat that you can't always do, but it is nice when you can pull it off. Peri as a card really helps against that fight. The other way to do cello, I believe, is just to do an infinite, either being able to dodge and have chaff emitters for when the Seeker Missile turn comes around, or just being able to do it in one turn. Otherwise, yeah, I think for the rest of the fight, Prism being able to deal a lot of damage when we didn't get a overdrive source, multi-shot just for helping us deal with Zone 1, and then Max being the great support character that Max is. Anyways, if you enjoyed, let me know. I hope you all have a nice day. Take care.